This conference will now be recorded.
So with the transfer of measurements, which I showed you that how to create a request body or payload dynamically. Now, please understand one thing, you are not creating the body by yourself. You need to understand that what is defined in the document. That means open weather map document. So if you go to the open weather map document out here, and you see the stations, okay, documentation, you will see that this is the posting of measurements that you're doing. So based on this, you have to create the dynamic payload using the JSON simple API. So based on this, I had created it. Okay. So this thing is done. The next part is the getting of the measurements. Now what is the relationship between get measurements and the measurements that you have posted? That is important. So for get measurements, you will see that you need to basically give the station ID. That means the same station ID has to be used. Okay. And you have to give it the limit type in minutes, hours, or days. And you have to give the from the Unix timestamp to again Unix timestamp, and this is the kind of response that you will get. So based on this, I have created it. So you can see out here get measurements. So you need to give the station ID. It's a unique ID again, and you have to give the type. That is, we'll have in minutes, days, and hours. Maximum number of records that you want. Let's say 4 records. Basically kept only 1 record, so I will give 1 record only at this point of time. Beginning of the interval, that means unique timestamp I have to give. This is the URI. Base URI is this, and this is the path parameters or the resources, and these parameters have to be defined. Okay, so an important thing to understand is it's a get method. The get method will never have a request body. Okay, so let us do that. So I will do it in this Maven only. Okay, since I've started from here only. So I will have to create a new class file. This will be your get measurement. Let's call the test annotation. Okay, these portions will be same. You can see that. This portion will be same. So I'll just copy this. The complete test annotation. One test annotation is for the creation of this station, and it has another test annotation for transferring of measurements. So I'm just showing a continuation because I want to relate the station ID with the get measurements also. Otherwise, I would have created it separately. Okay. So the station ID that I will get will be, now you're creating this for your payload, automatically getting the payload for transfer measurements. Station ID will generate and keep it out here in this particular variable, and that you are passing to the payload dynamically out here. And then you're using this particular function to create the payload and then converting the payload to string format and then, you know, sending the response. So I will create the third test station right now. Test annotation, sorry. And this will be, Sunny, able to hear me?
Yes, Kaushik.
So what is the problem? to complete enum declaration. Why enum? Where is the test annotation ending? This is the end of this test annotation. This is where this is ending. Uh, this is ending out here. I can create another test annotation. Void get measurement. Okay. So I think at the class level I will look at the base URI. I think the base URI is same, if I'm not wrong. For this one it is same. api.openwithermap.org. Yeah, it is same. So I'll define the base URI and final variable from the variable base URI. This part. So assigning the value of the global variable to the base URI static variable of the rest assured class. That is the first thing. There's no request body for that, so you can just use given methods. Given so what the given method has to have? It has to have the get, right? So get will not require the header. Spark parameter will go with the you need the API ID. Since it is a get method, we have to use the parameter. For post and put, you have to use. You can see that for post and put, I have used. First of all, the header is not required. Okay, and no body required. This is a request body part. Okay, parameters are this is parameters are used. Params are used. So given that the parameters is what is the parameter I have to give app ID. What is the parameter for the this thing? Yeah. So one thing that I have basically want to tell you is reiterate the fact again. Here it is a post method. You can see that. Where is that in the post method? So this should be turned to query parameters. Actually speaking, you can see here is query parameters, query param. So for put and post, please try to use query parameter, not the other one. Params. Param can be used for mm, sorry, you don't require this. Control C. Parameter. Where is the parameter for this? Create स्टेशन के parameter ही नहीं है. App ID है, header है, body is there, query parameter, and then use the when method, right? Is, is there no query parameter for the creating this station? How is that possible? Yeah, this is where it is defined. Where is this coming from then? 1 minute, थोड़ा मैं इसको अच्छी तरह करता हूँ. 1 minute. Query parameter. So post method has to use query param. So it's defined out here. Dot, then the header part, and then you have to define the body part. What is the hey? You require the body part out here. Then you are logging the information for the header. And then you are using when dot when 1 minute. Then comes then. What is the problem with this? The method when is undefined. How is that possible? Test variety number 2 is this. Here also it is query parameter. And then the header, then the body part, and then the when comes. And we do and when we'll have the posting done, and then will come, then start asserting. Assert that this. And assert that यहाँ भी तो सेम ही होगा. यहाँ प्रॉब्लम क्यों हो रहा है? Okay. Dot. Control C. Yeah, dot. Body. And assert. एक मिनट थोड़ा कर देता हूँ फिर तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. So for post method you are using query param. That is the thing because there's some extra code. That's what I'm trying to remove. Not for the rest. Extract. This is fine. Okay. So this will be with test priority number 3. Equal to 3. Okay. This will be parameters. So get method will use params. Okay. And this app ID is this. This is the only thing that is required. And then what else is required? Anything else? Okay, you require the station ID. So dot, uh, how many parameters required? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this params has to be used for get method. Just remember that. Not query parameter. Query parameter would be used for your post input. This will be your station ID. The uppercase and lowercase has to be maintained. The station ID will come dynamically, and this will come from the global variable. This dot ID. Other parameters required are type. Type is equal to minutes. M. What else is required? Limit. Limit is equal to 1 because I have given only 1. Limit should be 1. And from and to. For one more parameter is required. So I need to give out here a Unix timestamp. So I have to go out here. Unix time epoch converter. Last I created it on Saturday, right? 21st. So when did I create it? And I think AM only. I'll take from 9 o'clock. From this timestamp. So today is 23rd. 9 human timestamp is this. These are the parameters needs to be given. So when, and we have to use the get method. So you directly use the get method and pass on the path parameters. So what is the path parameter? Path parameter for this is this one. Then the validation will start. Then assert that station ID response server name is open justifying content type is JSON. Status code is 200. Assert that let the status code put it down. 200. That is the first assertion part. Dot hand content type response. This is a response for the content type. Content type one second. UNTNT dot. It should be in JSON format. Dot and I can use and dot body. Body method has to be used because we have to assert that the body contains this station name, station ID, same station ID. We have to validate that. So this is done. Response header content type is this. You have to validate the server name, station ID. So in the body. So I'll first open up the Postman once. Get measurements right. This is the body I'm getting. So I'll put the body right now. Response body. Control C. I'll have to open up a JSON edit. I'll put this body there. Okay, I have to validate that. It starts with the array size of 2. The station ID is this. You have to travel to this particular path. So this is the object. It starts with the array. Array size of 0 and 1. This again has the same station ID. So I want to check up. There's a station ID out here also. You can see array size up to 0th index and 1th index. So I want to check up the station ID at index number 0. At the 0 index, dot what is that? What is the station ID at here in the object copy? And we have to use the equals to method of Hamquest. What is the value? So value I have to get it from here. Station ID. Okay, let me. That will be also be different, right? So here is where the station ID. We are getting the station ID. This is the content. And this is what will be created. So at runtime it is created, so I have to give the same value out here. This dot and okay. Let me comment it out here. Let's run this and then see it is working or not. At zeroth index, what is the station ID? Because there are two indexes I can see for a size of 2. Zeroth index, this is the station ID. Whatever is the station ID at runtime, because we'll get a new station ID again. So let's save and run it. Five V 00 something. Failures 1. Why is there a failure out here every time? And this is the station ID generated at runtime. Okay, a failure of what has happened? Again, the failure is out here. Get measurement expected was 400. So I think the ID that I have has been utilized too much for this open weather map. So what I need to do is use a different ID to create a new account again. So let me do this 1 minute. I'll create a new one. Just log out first. I'll take this one. Training. Sign up. Selenium. Corp training. Kaushik training. I'll use this one. Okay, let's run this now. Starting transfer of measurement. Failures to and transfer measurement for field create station. What is the result of this? Create station has failed. Transfer of measurements has happened. How is that possible? First parameter value cannot be null. At yeah, because the get measurement has failed, right? But how did it transfer then? I don't know. And are you getting the station ID? No, you are not getting the station ID. This parameter cannot be null. Yes, it cannot be null. Create station phone not one. Let us go step by step. 1 minute. This team is created at runtime. To literally for this is. You want to see the sys out of this also. I can comment the whole code right now. Let me run this part first. Did I comment it out here? I don't need to comment out here. Let me save it. Get measurements is what I'm looking at, right? And what is the API key generated? 6C72EB9. To comment from here. Push this out. Okay, at least on this part. Okay. Now it's fine. And there is a failure. Station is not getting created. It is the external ID creating a station. I will now remove this part. So it is fading at this point. Phone not one. Why? Where did it fail? Create station. Oh, expected ND test, actual test 0, 0. Okay. At line number. Let's get measurement now. 54. What is the create station having? Copy and paste it first. This will be Delhi test station. Right. Okay, let's now run it. Past. So this is the station ID 2 times, same. Okay, now it works out here. Okay, fine. This is working. This part is working. Now I need to check up the transfer measurement part. Just remove it from. And this will create a JSON at runtime. So I have to remove this. I'm going to comment it from here. So transfer measurement is happening or not. And what I am basically asserting, Server name is OpenResty. That's our content type is JSON. Status code should be 204. This was also showing a problem yesterday. So let's uncomment this and check it out. Now let's run. Starting the transfer of measurements. Okay. Past. Assertion error. Failures 1. Have they changed the status code? The stations. Should be 204. Did it create the? It's creating it. 5E. What is the station ID at runtime? Same station ID is shown out here. And what is the assertion failure then? Bad request. Now, for example, I do not use this TM. Transfer measurements will have the same station ID. Okay, so what I will do is that I'll comment this one. Already the create station has happened. I'll comment this part. I will just use, I'll comment this. I want to use transfer measurements, and the transfer measurements, the station ID that I'll take is a static value. What is the station? I'll take this value. Now let's see. I'm going to use transfer measurement. Okay. Transfer. FER. F is capital. Now run it. Failures 1. That means this is their own server mistake. This is not our mistake. There's some problem in their server. That's why I wanted to give the dynamic value. That means our code is correct. There's no problem with our codes. I can revert to, hmm, I can remove this. Right, I can basically uncomment this part, which will create the JSON file, and it will tm.json. Only thing, this is having some problem, so I have to comment this. This is not our problem, this is their problem. And then I can basically test out this. So let's see if it is working or not. Getting the measurement. So I should get the response something like this. Yeah, I should get this kind of response, and I'm validating the already the station ID at index number 0. Yep, run this now. Now the value is different of station ID. Failures 1. Where is the failure now? It was 400. The status codes are failing. Why? Now let us see. Past. That's because of the fact that the TM was auto created, right? So I have to remove this and then I should run. So every time you want to run this, you have to remove that tm.json because it's newly created again. And it already was there, so we were just taking that station ID. That is why. Let's run this now. It already created the for the earlier run. So now it is creating a new one. It is not taking that. Compiler got confused. I will create a new one. Still there's a failure. Actual is coming as null. Where is that failure? Line number 206.
Kaushik, can you end here?
ठीक है.
I'll take some to go to
JSON
office.
translation does not match. Actually null क्यों आ रहा है? Okay, tomorrow you're available?
Yes, Kaushik.
Okay.
Sunny?
I'll
Yeah,
have
we
to
can connect tomorrow.
9 o'clock. I'll
Same
connect
time.
again.
Yes, same time.
Okay. Okay. I'll check out what is the problem with this. What is coming null? Because there's a coding problem, or there is basically a the JSON path problem. Okay. I will check it out.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, thanks, Kaushik.
Otherwise, I'll send you the codes anyways. Thank you.
Okay.